storage thing is that, you know, this thing is moving so fast it's hard to keep up with, as you know, so eloquently pointed out. And then many people would say that we couldn't have a modern electric grid with more than 10 or 15% solar and wind and these variable sources, and it just would all fall apart. And we've blown past that in Iowa. We have 25%. The country of Portugal is 65% powered by renewable energy with no storage. So we don't really know what we can do, but it's a lot more than what we think before we have to even start worrying about storage. So I think you know, it's a point well taken, but we can do a lot with it.
Actually, I was when I asked the question, I was thinking more of domestic, you know, distributed storage, so people can have a bunch of solar and wind or whatever on in their local area and store that up locally. But yeah, no, I take your point on that.
Yeah. Well, I've lived off-grid in Colorado for 15 years, and Lonnie lives off-grid, and one lesson you learn really quickly is batteries just don't hold a lot of electricity. Those big old solar batteries, $400 a piece, they hold all of 2.25 kilowatt hours of electricity. That is about 22 cents worth of electricity. And we typically don't want you to take that battery down to more than 50% of its charge. So really it holds a little over 10 cents worth of electricity, that $400 battery that you've generated. And so maybe you have 24 of them in your battery bank, but it's just not a lot of energy. So storage is tough. Storage in off-grid homes. I get people all the time, they call me up, they want to build an off-grid mansion, and they're gonna have a hot tub and a swimming pool and a ground source heat pump, and you know, they're gonna need a battery bank as big as their house to store all that electricity. So I honestly think that storage is not gonna be the way this happens, that we'd like it to, but we're not gonna be generating huge amounts of electricity, storing them in battery banks for use at night. Certainly any of the current technology just doesn't have the capacity to get even close to what we want. The house I had in Colorado used 1/12 of the energy of a standard home, and we were able to live off-grid on that, but we used 1/12 of the energy of a standard American home. We had all the amenities, but everything was just so energy efficient. So anyway, Diane.
What do you think about